Welcome everybody to Panjiayuan Flea Market in Beijing, one of my favourite places in Beijing and indeed the world. Panjiayuan is famous nationwide in China and maybe soon will become famous worldwide. If we want to see why, let's carry on for the tour. Okay, so Panjiayuan is fairly large, like many places in China, and he's, well, to say the least, very varied. Where should I start in what they've got? They've got paintings, memorabilia, teapots, ceramics. Well, I'll be at a loss. So here we see some bracelets, seem to be of the pearl type variety. Oh, well, I mean, plenty to choose from. You're never going to be left with a lack of choice here. Traditional Chinese calligraphy. And of course, Chairman Mao, as one would expect. And these look to be Qing Dynasty era coins. For those who are unfamiliar with them, they're often referred to as taels, or at least in the Romanization. And these would often be carried about by being attached to a string or a rope. Again, China worked on a weight-based system of monetary value, although they were one of the first countries to introduce paper money back in the Ming Dynasty, Yuan Dynasty. That experiment wasn't too successful, and they were rather late to adopting fiat currency. It was almost foisted upon them in the 20th century. Of course, we see an interesting variety of Chairman Mao badges. I can't really pin what time period these are from, but a very nice selection, along with the Ba Yi, which is the military emblem. Ba Yi being the 1st of August 1927, when the Chinese People's Liberation Army was officially founded. So what do we see? More bracelets. Some more bracelets here. These look to be an interesting collection of figurines, some of which look a bit like a child or cartoon-like version of Bing Mayong. So we've got an interesting collection of ceramics we have. Oh my. I don't think any of these are Ming vases. As much as I would like a Ming vase, this would not be. I don't think you'll find one here, at least not a real one. So, interesting collection of scrolls, and we have the oil paintings, and these look to be rather recently painted, at least from my judgment anyway. And interesting collection of I believe Cultural Revolution era posters. And here we have the traditional wall scrolls and calligraphy. Very nice tiger, and a gentleman at work on them right now. So if anybody doubts the authenticity of such works, well, I've nothing to doubt in this particular instance. Okay, so now I find myself outside at the more varied part of the flea market, and well, there certainly seems to be quite a variety of things on offer here. So without further ado, let's see what they have down in the well, the canopy area. So let's continue the tour. Okay, so again we find ourselves with some ornaments. These seem to be of the Buddhist variety, and some very interesting bracelets and necklaces, again of the Buddhist variety, and some old-fashioned digital cameras. Plenty of bracelets. Yes, some old-fashioned style coins. Unfortunately, you won't be able to spend them. I'm actually not really sure what the significance of the red bracelets are. For any understanding of any kind of colour coding of the bracelets, you'd have to ask a more experienced China hand than myself. We see some. These look like rather heavy neckwear. I wouldn't really want to put any of this around my neck. Some more. Plenty of bracelets. We seem to be running into a lot of bracelets, and I'm going to try and find a different area. Otherwise, this is going to turn into a bit of a one-trick pony. Okay, so we've got some more bracelets again, but we do have a more interesting selection here. So we do have various editions of the Little Red Book of the quotations of Chairman Mao, along with some rather interesting Chairman Mao pin badges. We seem to have some a variety of medals, and some of these look to be Chinese. Some of these look to be from the pre-1949 period. And yes, I do see a to the left of the Mao Zedong coin or badge or seal. We do have a Sun Zhongshan. Yes, that is Sun Zhongshan, as it says. Yi Shi Guomin Zhonghua. No, Zhonghua Mingguo. Sorry, this predates when the Chinese written language read from left to right, and it was reading right to left. So if I'm reading it from right to left, it's Zhonghua Mingguo San Nian. Okay, yes, and we do have, I do believe that is Sun Zhongshan or Sun Yat-sen depicted there. We have a Chinese chess set in the form of the terracotta warriors, and we have a mini mahjong set. Yes, I personally prefer the larger mahjong sets with the very thick tiles, but this one is clearly more suitable for going on one's travels. And we have a few various pictures of Chairman Mao in his youth, in military uniform, probably in the Yan'an period, and then in later years. And an interesting collection of figurines. We'll be seeing plenty of those throughout our tour. And yes, we have more of Chairman Mao, more of the red books of the thoughts of Chairman Mao. And a rather interesting selection of Buddhist figures. I'm not sure how much these are. One moment. 不好意思，这个多少钱？哦，你知道？没问题，没问题。No, 没问题。Oh, okay. Well, she's calling somebody over. 不好意思，这个多少钱？哪一个？4，对，这个。这个你要了2600。2600. Well, that's 2,600. That's cheaper than I thought. Okay, well, we'll move to another area. And what do we have? Yeah, we have a nice classic picture of, I believe from left to right is Judah Zhou Enlai, Mao Zedong and Liu Shaoqi. Okay, we'll move to a different section now. Okay, so here we have some rather interesting jade. Now, whether this is authentic jade or not, I am not entirely sure. I believe some of this could be fashioned to make a chop. I can't remember the Chinese word for a chop, but it's what you use for stamping your name. If I just for one example, I'll just find out the price of this rather interesting piece here. I'll just have to make a quick inquiry. 不好意思，这个多少钱？多少钱？
小伙子，小伙子，你过来看看，是那个小帅哥。
OK，这个多少钱
？1000元。
1000 yen. Okay. So that's 1,100. Okay, that's fairly reasonable price. This is not a let's rip off the naive Laowai place. So, yeah, so far rather impressed with the general helpfulness and honesty of the traders. And I'm getting some stairs. Okay, time to move to another area. Okay, so this place behind me is called Handicraft Jurisdiction. So let's find out what that's all about. Okay, well, to satisfy people's curiosity, what I've found is, well, at last more of the same. More of the bracelets and neckwear, which, well, does include some rather interesting turquoise. Turquoise, I'm never sure how it's pronounced, but yeah, there does seem to be a more interesting variety, but alas, more of the same. Okay, well, I'm just going to try another area. Okay, so now I find myself at a watch area, and we do have an interesting variety here. I'm not entirely sure what era they seem to come from. These I see Chinese names on here. Did I see one that said Casio? What's this? Beifang. Okay, I'm not seeing any kind of classic. Oh yeah, as it says, Shanghai mechanical watches. And these appear to be, Chinese models. And is somebody at home? These do look now. These may be of the. We may have some imitation watches in here. I'll just go inside and have a look. Okay, so I'm being welcomed into this shop. Interesting. This one seems to be slightly different from before. Sure. Okay, we've got a few interesting items in here. We seem to have these. I think these are possibly Baoding balls. Let me just have a look. How do I get into this? Now I see, and it's empty. Okay, well, so clearly being sold for storage purposes. And these look to be, I believe this may be a portable mahjong. Oh, well, that's certainly a mahjong set, and this is, it's another mahjong set, and chess. Oh, thank you. Yeah. So this appears to be the Chinese version of. No, I'm sorry, the Western version of chess, but obviously with Chinese style castle. The up in the night is the same, and the pawns have the appearance of Bing Mayong. Okay, very, very interesting. And so I might, after I get paid, I might come back and invest in this nice mini chest of drawers. Could be very useful. And this, it looks to be a drum, almost of the Korean type. Do they have these types of drums? 朝鲜族，
哦，
朝鲜族，
西藏，
呃
西藏
朝
特别，
朝鲜族，东北，
西藏，对，
东北，他们有这个，
对，
oh good, she confirmed it's the Korean style drum. Okay, interesting variety of bowls, and yeah, I do. What's this? Shuishi. Oh, how you sir? 就是学习
很苦，
很苦，
坚持很酷，
坚持很苦. Okay, yeah, I do need to. Oh, and I do like this. It's a cigarette hot packet holder from the Cultural Revolution, I believe. Sorry, a cigarette holder from the Cultural Revolution, I believe. Yep, 1968. Yes, definitely from the Cultural Revolution. Okay, a very, very interesting shop and a very nice shopkeeper. I'll be coming back here again. Okay, so moving on, we've got more of the little red books of the quotations of Chairman Mao. We do have some interesting lighters, including the one over here is a pre-1949 lighter, which obviously that flag is what would be found is the Republic of China symbol, and we have what looks like a Cultural Revolution era collection of prints, and some. I believe this is a vinyl of Peng Liyuan. Okay, I didn't. Well, I'll have to inquire how much this vinyl is of Peng Liyuan. Just one moment, thanks. Okay, so we do have predictably more of the same busts and figurines, but we do have a rather interesting collection of cameras. I believe these are not Hasselblad cameras. I believe these are Chinese, as we can clearly see, are Chinese models, and we have I believe a 1980s style mobile phone. Oh dear, it does seem like an age gone by. And a rather interesting bust over here. And yes, very interesting. And more. And some rather interesting old telephones. And we do have yet more of the little red books of the thoughts of Chairman Mao. Okay, well, interesting store. And 不好意思，彭丽媛240，对。Okay, that means Peng Liyuan's vinyl is about the equivalent of about £30. Okay, that's noted. Well, much to my surprise, the lady has decided to play Peng Liyuan. So, if you ever wondered what Peng Liyuan's music sounds like, question answered. Okay, interesting collection. Okay, well, I don't want to do the music injustice by talking over it, so I'll let you have a little sample of China's First Lady's music. Okay, so I seem to have found an area which does have something slightly different, which is we do have some traditional style clothes, including your traditional Chinese clothes, which I believe are not too expensive. I think some price somewhere around the equivalent of $30, which is very reasonable. But the rather nice lady who I spoke to the other day isn't here today. And we do seem to have some very nice collections of, I believe these are, oh, I can tell by the weight they're empty. Yeah, oh, so yeah, these are all empty and they're designed for storage. So, as of yet, I haven't seen any Baoding balls. And yeah, I'm running into all these empty storage. I believe they're empty, and let me just check, and yes, they are. So, yeah, so far I haven't found any Baoding balls. So, a challenge to myself before I leave today is to find somewhere where I can buy some Baoding balls without going all the way to Baoding, which I believe is about 100 kilometers down the road from here. Yes, they're more empty, so I will continue filming when I get to a different area. Thank you all. Okay, now I seem to have found something different in the sense that we have a very good variety of bowls and some very small teapots. And I do like these indeed. What's this? Shenzhen.
Qianli Jiangshan.
Qianli Jiangshan. Oh, yes. Sorry, I'm using the pre.
来一个朋友，
这个谢谢。
可以吗？
谢谢。
你多少钱？
谢谢。我看看。
这里
yeah，我喜欢，
喜欢
谢谢。
看看朋友。
谢谢。
看一看。
Okay. Yeah, okay, the gentleman was immediately telling me the price, so I buy in a hurry, which isn't quite my intention, but still very nice of the gentleman nonetheless. And an interesting variety again. I don't want to dive right into things, otherwise I'll quickly run out of money. 谢谢你. Okay, well, I'd better not stick around and watch too long, otherwise the more you stick around, the more you're going to be, press ganged into buying. And this Chairman Mao figure has a rather disproportionate size. I don't think he's for sale, but if he was, I would not be buying. Yes, this one is much more nicely proportionate. And okay, some interesting landscape work. I don't believe, possibly this is for sale, I don't know. And some unusual. Okay, this is the first time I've ever seen a porcelain or ceramic of Chairman Mao available in China. I've seen it on eBay before, but porcelain is very much I don't see a lot of porcelain around here, and this is the first time I've found porcelain at Panjiayuan, and these do seem to be, look to me, of the possibly 1950s or possibly later era Cultural Revolution style dance troops. Interesting, first time I've ever seen this here. And we have, well, more figures, more tea sets, and well, that's it for. Oh, thank you. Oh, hello. 不好意思。给我买点。Very good. Very good. Okay, I think I'm going to be drawn into buying, so I'd better call it a day here. Okay, so now I've found myself rather close to the entrance where I came from, and oh, well, we do have some interesting. We have some wooden figurines. Okay, so okay, so again, more of the bracelets. Oh, some interesting silverware here, and Okay. A Jian and a Dao. Jian
剑，
Jian
剑，
and Dao.
刀，这是
Dao.
刀。
Okay. 多少钱？
这个60块。
60块。
这个
Okay.
跟着35块，35。
Okay, these are quite
这
cheap,
个
but
便宜点。
okay. Yeah. Oh, this one looks like rather like the Green Destiny. Oh, the Green Destiny from Crouching Tigers and Dragons. Okay, interesting variety. I see an interesting variety of figures. I can see a rather interesting Zaishen. Yeah, 毛主席多少钱？
哪一个？毛主席这个给你160块。
160块。Okay, so that's about the equivalent of $20. Okay. 谢谢。Okay, some interesting. So that looks like a Ming Dynasty era emperor, and that looks possibly a Qing Dynasty era. Okay. 对不起，这是明朝。这是清朝。Qing. Right. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's good to know. I was correct. It was Ming Dynasty and Qing Dynasty, which are the last dynasty and the penultimate dynasty. Qing. 谢谢你，谢谢。Okay, well, I've just found something which may be of more use for China hands, which is a calligraphy store. So, for those who aren't familiar with Chinese calligraphy, whenever I learned how to do calligraphy, I found out you had to hold the brush like this. Not the way you'd hold a pen or other brushes. You had to literally hold the brush like that. And yeah, it's an interesting art form. It's a very interesting art form. And yeah, I may go back to it at another time. And yeah, it's if I do, I'll certainly be coming to this stall. Okay, so now I find myself at a familiar store, one which I've purchased from before. It has an interesting variety of figures and statues, including, well, as we can see, the usual Chairman Mao figures, but also to my left, let me just look this way, is Guan Yu. Now, anybody familiar with the Romance of the Three Kingdoms will know that Guan Yu is one of the most famous figures. You'll see his statue in shrines in Chinese restaurants and Chinese takeaways. He's in some ways seen as like a god of war, or in some ways a kind of like a martial figure, and is almost become instrumental. Well, what's the word? Part of Chinese folklore. So yeah, the shopkeeper who I purchased from the other day is here, so I'll be having a nice quick tour of the shop. Let's have a look. So here we are at my favourite store. We've got a very large Mao Zedong figure. Now, as we said again, here is Guan Yu. Again, Guan Yu occurs in Sangguo Yanyi, the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, but you'll see his statue in many Chinese restaurants. Here he is again, and also in Chinese takeaways. You'll see him in the movie Red Cliff, directed by John Woo, and you'll find him in the video game the Dynasty Warriors series. He's very much become a major part of Chinese culture worldwide. Now, the other figure up here is known as Zaishen, which we'll see, which means wealth god. And again, you will see him in various forms, often in porcelain, in many Chinese restaurants or takeaways worldwide. Again, instrumental to China, a very integral part of Chinese culture. Now, the figures here, these Buddhist figures, look to be of the Tibetan variety. I'll just double check on this. 不好意思，就是藏族人啊， yeah， 就是Lama Jiao, yeah. So yeah, that was my judgment was correct. These are from Tibetan Buddhism, and yeah, these are just interesting. I might know. I'll just see how much a larger one would be. So this large one, 这是多少钱？
这个要850。
850. Oh, so that's about the equivalent of $100, which I think is fairly reasonable price, really. So I'll just have a look at some of the other figurines. So we have 这是 Bodhidharma.
不是，这是达摩。
Dharma,
少林寺祖。
Dharma, yeah. So Dharma, I forgot the Chinese. Dharma is the Chinese way of saying Bodhidharma, who is the monk who's credited with the Indian monk who's credited with founding the Shaolin Temple. So we have behind Bodhidharma, we have a bust of Deng Xiaoping and a bust of Lei Feng, and Lei Feng Tongzhi 260. 260. Yeah, so this one's about $30, and Deng Xiaoping 450. So Deng Xiaoping's bust is about $50. Yeah, so those of you who are unfamiliar, Deng Xiaoping was paramount leader of China from 1978 to 1989, and the China of today is very much owes more to his vision than the vision of his predecessor Mao Zedong. So in many ways he could be considered to be the true architect of modern China. And the other figure, Lei Feng, is almost a semi-legendary character in Chinese, in modern China. I believe he was born in Changsha, or at least came from Hunan province, like many other revolutionaries, Mao Zedong, Peng Dehuai, Liu Shaoqi, He Long, there's many others I could name. But I believe he died somewhere, I think as a result of an accident, somewhere in Liaoning province, I believe Anshan, which is located between Dalian and Shenyang. He's often portrayed as a symbol of selfless virtue. So he's almost like a socialist realism, or rather, should I say, a socialist romanticism figure, kind of like your model citizen. So Lei Feng is also a bit more affordable, so the equivalent of $30, and Deng Xiaoping's equivalent of $50. So I'll be coming back here when I get a bit more money in my bank account, and we have some pictures of Confucius, I believe, and this is, yeah, I'm just going to check. 这是孔子，这是诸葛亮啊，对啊，诸葛亮。Okay, so I was talking earlier about Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Guan Yu obviously is a very famous figure from Romance of the Three Kingdoms, but also Zhuge Liang is perhaps one of the more interesting figures. If you ever read the 48 rules of what, the 48 laws of power, or the 33 strategies of war by Robert Greene, Zhuge Liang is mentioned many times. So very very interesting character. 诸葛亮多少钱
350。
350. Okay, so about $40. Okay, well, maybe this will be on my shopping list when I return. So I think that's all for today. Thank you very much, folks. Okay, well, that basically concludes my tour of Panjiayuan Flea Market, one of my favourite places in Beijing. If I've missed anything off, and other people who've visited here, please let me know, and all comments are welcome in the comment section. Thank you all.